Hey there everybody, it's ShadwSonic here to bring you the final part of my Pikmin Let's Play. In this part, you may notice I'm not on the overworld map. That's because I'm planning on showing off all of the different endings. Unfortunately, this means waiting through an entire day for 2 of them in order to reach time up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for these 10 seconds that I'm done with, voice over what Olimar says, then do the same for the next ending, and then move on to the best ending. So yeah, going from worst to best. Got only 9 seconds. 8. 7. Stupid Olimar, File C. You spent all of your days lazing around the impact site and did nothing! You only got 1 ship part. How can you possibly escape now? The day when my life support system failed has come. I have collected only 1 ship part. I have no choice but to attempt the launch the Dolphin into space, incomplete as it is. The ship doesn't need every lost part in order to fly. For better or worse, I must go! Well, time to leave the planet! That certainly looks space-worthy to me. Right? And there's some of the reds that got sprouted on this file. So, does Olimar make it? Of course he doesn't make it. This is the bad ending, remember? Anyway, on this file, which I specifically engineered to get the worst ending, we left off... I only got 1 part, only sprouted 25 Pikmin, basically horrible, horrible things. And there's a list of all the ship parts. And save. Now, there's a little more to the ending left to go. Seems the Pikmin are going to eat us the same way we've had them eat others. Well, sort of. And now Olimar is a Pikmin. Okay, time to cut this segment and see you guys when I'm going over the normal ending. Hang on. So, now we're waiting for the normal ending. This time, Olimar was quite diligent, but he got scared off by Emperor Bulblax from last time. So, instead of actually trying to get the stupid piggy bank, he just decided to spend a few more days on the planet, maybe looking around hoping that said monstrosity did not have his precious piggy bank. But of course he did. So now it's coming up to the final seconds of his ability to stay looking for his money. Soon he's going to realize he's gotta go. The day when my life support system fails has come. I've recovered only 29 of the 30 ship parts. I have no choice but to attempt to launch the Dolphin into space, incomplete as it is. The ship doesn't need every lost part in order to fly. For better or worse, I must go. Well, this part starts out pretty similar to the other one. Except the ship looks a lot more spacefaring now. And, hey, we've got colors other than red here. But the big question is, will it fly? Of course it'll fly, this is the normal ending. And Captain Olimar escapes. And yeah, there we go. That is the normal ending. It gives us... that. And I put this on my best file, just skipped several days in order to get to here. And you may notice something. See how the Nova Blaster, Space Float, Massage Machine, and UV Lamp all have blue text, whereas everything else has yellow? That's because those are the parts that are not necessary, along with the piggy bank that wasn't collected on this run. Everything else, you miss even one of those, and bye-bye any chance of getting off the planet. Now, something else happened after a normal ending? Oh, just normal credits. Hang on, let me reset this, because I don't actually want to see the credits until, well, you know, the best ending. Especially since I know the credits themselves don't get changed. So, we've seen the bad ending, we've seen the normal ending, and now I just need to grab a bunch of reds and swarm the nearby piggy bank so we can see the best ending. Yeah, that piggy bank is right there. Actually, did any Pikmin sprout from that fight with the bulb orb? No. Didn't expect it to. Right. I doubt it's going to let me... bring them here. But just need to send as many Pikmin on this thing as possible. Oh, 95 can carry it? Maybe I would have been able to fit it in the last day if that had been the case. On the other hand, I like this structure better. I have finally recovered every ship part. Now I can return home to Hocketate. And we're jumping right into the... And we're jumping right into the best ending instead of waiting out the rest of the day. Aww, cute little guys. They've been a big help, even though they've been stupid sometimes. And no, Olimar, you can't stay with them. You've got a family, and you do not breathe oxygen. It is time for you to leave. With all of the luxuries and necessities involved. And the Pikmin do good too. Look, they can take on Bulborbs all on their own! Drive back the spotty menace, Pikmin! Viva la revolution! But that's not the only special thing. We also start seeing this. So many onions of so many colors. Most of them that we never see in the entire series. And thus, our time on this particular planet is over. For now. As for the rankings, this Let's Play has been my best record yet! I only lost 349 Pikmin as opposed to 626. I saved 70 more than at the end than what I had the last time. And I finished in 3 more days. Would have been 4 if they had just brought that thing back quicker. And yes, that is the entire list of ship parts. And we end that save. Now I'll let the credits roll. Oh, and do stick around, there's something special after the credits. Until then, I'll see if I can make fun of any Japanese names. Let's see, Nadawada, Miyamoto, Tezuka... Let's see... Good names to make fun of. Good names to make fun of. Wesley Swan. I'm not really making fun of that, it's just funny. Pretty sure I saw a fanfiction user by the name of Leslie Swan just earlier today when I was looking through that site. Interesting how Yuji Kondo is a big name, considering, you know, Koji Kondo, that whole thing. Oh, and I saw Miyamoto other than Shigeru in here, too. Rich Am Tower. Interesting. Alright, come on. Come on, I'd skip this, but I can't skip this. Oh, it's already over. Now, time for the special thing. A bestiary! First off, we have the Armored Cannon Beetle. This migrant lithopod has developed a stronger carapace than its relatives. And then there was that thing. A beady longlegs. Waxy secretions from this creature's form this distinctive armored shell. Oh, and there's a really annoying thing, a bread bug. This creature's thick hide protects it from most attackers, which is what makes it a pain to kill. A burrowing snagret. The bluish hue of its feathers distinguishes it from the burrowing snarrow, which is an enemy in later games, by the way. Candy Pop Bud. Could this be the next step in Pikmin evolution? Like the Pikmin themselves, it has many mysteries. A Dwarf Bullbear. A bullbear at an early stage of development in its life cycle, this specimen appears to be nearly fully developed. And a Dwarf Bulborb. Although similar in appearance to the Bulborbs, these belong to a totally different species. And that monstrosity! Emperor Bulblax. This massive grub dog buries itself when hunting. Fiery blowhogs. This creature expels a combustible phosphor that ignites at moderate temperatures. And there's a swooping snitch bug. Yep, got the name right. This rare species uses its antenna as wings. And we never saw that thing. Certainly never in that place. That's a Gulix. A watery gelatinous membrane protects this creature's nervous system. It shows up on special days in the impact site. Oh, and those things. Those are honey wisps. This creature collects nectar for the larvae waiting in its nest. Nectar you can use. Oh, and then there's that annoyance. An iridescent flint beetle. This forager stores undigested pellets in its stomach for winter. Another enemy we didn't get to see. It appears in the impact site in special days. Anyway, that's a Mamuta. This creature seems fond of flowers, but only for their decorative purposes. It's entirely defenseless, and it helps immediately sprout Pikmin, by the way, to flower level. Pearly Clamp. Though beautiful, this mollusk's pearls are thin and fragile. And there we go, the ever-helpful pellet posies. This sparsely growing plant is able to crystallize nectar into round pellets. Ah, that thing. A puff stool. Many consider this walking fungus a delicacy. Really? And then the more annoying form of blowhog, the puffy blowhog. Instead of breathing fire, this species uses its hydrogen to float. Then we have these annoying guys. Sheer grubs. Males of this species are purple and have an armored head. They're also more dangerous. But not as dangerous as these shearwigs. The males of this species are able to fly, but the females remain underground. And that's the thing in the egg that I didn't go after. A smoky prog. Thought to be a malformed larval Mamuta. And there we have a spotty bullbear. This rare subspecies of Bulborb has a certain I don't think that's a word, Olimar. Now we have the token enemy of the game, the spotty bulborb. This nocturnal hunter feeds mostly on small animals returning to their nests at night. Ah, there's water dumples. This aquatic creature is a close relative of the bulborb. And then there's these things! Wogpoles! This creature appears to be a newborn yellow wollywog in tadpole form. Speaking of wollywogs, there's the cruel four guys now! This creature's coloration results from remaining sheltered in its cavernous dwelling. And there's the yellow form! The yellow wollywog. After evolution led to the development of its specialized jumping ability, this amphibian actually lost much of its ability to swim. And with that, we have reached the happy end. But there is one more feature that I have yet to discuss. Very short one, but something I should go over nonetheless. See, here we have something called challenge mode. What this is, well, quite simply, how many Pikmin can you grow in a single day? You can use any of the 5 maps, and it keeps separate best 5 scores for each of them. This is not something I have ever messed with, as you can see from the fact that the scores are all 0. But, you know, if you don't want to play through the whole game, but want a bit of a unique challenge, it's something you can do, I suppose. Also, it has a nice little music piece. Anyway, that is it for this Let's Play. Anthony, send us off. It's Waluigi! Anyway, if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that I can become super popular! Ahem! Him too. Thank you. You know, you'd think that someone like you would be more appreciative of me not making you Steve. And thus, having a lot of you die. And someone would think you would remember my name after all this time! Fair point. Anyway. Other than that, be sure to let me know what you want me to Let's Play in future Let's Plays. And if you don't have any ideas, there's always my Games Grabber page that you can use to get them. Until then, I'm actually curious, what sort of records do you guys have for this game, assuming that you've actually played it before? And until next time, when it'll have to be a different game because this one is over, this is ShadwSonic, signing out. Bye-bye!